live. It's going to be recovery lift. If you watched this morning, we did the pre-lift live, but it was after the pre-lift live, it was a medium, heavy medium, something like that. Which is was a good workout. It was decent weight, nothing crazy. We worked up to, I want to say, 125 on the wrist curl. And not a normal, not a normal dumbbell. It was it was the can bar. If you're wondering what that was, I kind of explained a little bit in this morning's live. What's up, Josh? What's up, man? It's like we were just texting or something, But yeah, maybe I didn't get a chance to check if you texted back yet, but if you guys are watching, Josh might hop on the live with us for the recovery lift. He'll be working out at his place. I'll be working out in the labyrinth, but it's gonna be good. Josh says, yeah, some real Matrix shit, lol. Yeah, man. It's like, just like that movie. I remember that movie. There's a good joke about, I can't remember the joke. I'll have to see if I can remember it, but there's a good joke someone wrote about that movie about making fun of the directors. But plus, I don't think I can say that joke on YouTube. So I'll, next time I see you, I'll tell you that joke about the Matrix and the directors. The main reason for this live is I can't tell you the opponent, but I got a big match coming up. It's going to be December 6th at the Natty Bros Wars 2. I can't tell you the opponent. I actually almost said it, but I caught myself. But once they go public with it, then we'll be able to talk about it. But it's going to be someone in the top 15 North America. Top 15, probably North America, maybe just America. But I haven't checked the rankings in a while, but I definitely know he's on there. Josh says, no way. Then he says, what's her name? Her name is Big Bertha. We'll call it Big Bertha until the match is made public. Josh says, LOL. But that's good, I'm excited about it. It's in 5 weeks or something. So we got to start training. Tuesday is going to be insane in a good way. So if you guys are listening, you guys want to train, tomorrow, Tuesday, 5 p.m. I'll be here early. I'll probably start around 4. If anyone wants to show up early, we'll get some extra training in. There's also Chris Wacko. Some people call him Chris. Some people call him Lacko. I like to call him Wacko Lacko. He knows someone from work. Which apparently Chris said he's like 360. So hopefully it's a good 360. But I texted him. He says he's excited for his first day of practice. So it's always good to have someone new and hungry to the team. It's always good. I feel like it fires up the whole team. Brian says nice. Josh says I'm excited. Then Josh says get your butt to Latimers. I definitely am. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to shoot for... I'm going to shoot for this coming Sunday. We're going to see, you know, I'm definitely going to shoot for it, you know what I mean? Because there will be some good training down there. But it's going to be good. Some reason when I have my phone the other way, the chats stay up. For some reason, when it's sideways, they go down real fast. But let's see. What do you guys want to talk about? Anything in particular? It's going to be a right-handed match. I can tell you that. A best of 5. I can tell you that. Oh, you know what? I'll be right back. I want to plug in the gimbal. I'll be right back. All right. Just going to plug this in. All right, and it's charging. Josh says correct. In landscape, they disappear fairly quick. That's good. It's good. Good training for the brain. You got to read quick. Then he says, got to be settings somewhere to fix that. Yeah, there's got to be something. Brian says, what style is your opponent? Most likely top roller, but he can hook, he can press, he can flop. So I gotta be ready for pretty much anything, you know. But yeah, I don't really think that really gives you anything. Josh says, yeah, like playing Guess Who. That's funny. You got to ask the question that you know, if it's yes or no. If it's yes, it's you automatically know who it is. But you guys know what that is? What the most powerful question in Guess Who? Do you guys know what the most powerful question is? Josh says, is it a guy? Question mark. I hope so. I mean, I don't really want to arm wrestle any ladies, you know, because that'll look extra bad if you lose. And it doesn't look good if you win either. Is he bald? No, he's got hair. He's got more hair than me, you know, but he's got hair. Does he have a mustache? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't. He might have one now. Maybe. Maybe he has a private mustache. You know. Maybe he grows one. You know, at night, shaves it in the morning before work, and then repeats the process. Maybe that's what he does. Let's see. Josh says this is a test to see if we can get you into saying it. Definitely a good test. I almost said it like 2 times. I caught myself. Um, but I feel like the people in the chat are pretty honest. If I slip up, you guys can keep a secret, can't you? You guys can keep us, if I accidentally say the name of my opponent, December 6th, you guys wouldn't tell anyone, would you? That's funny. um, let's see. Brian says, "Have you pulled him before?" Nope, I have not. I've not. Josh says, "We won't say anything." Dot dot dot. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, guys. There might be 1 or 2 people that as soon as they hear it, they might make a quick little video. But I get it. I get it. The YouTube is that's the way of the YouTubers. And that's what I hear. But yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. The match December 6th. Just as fine! Exclamation point. 3 of them. And he says, "You forgot your socials." Dot dot dot. I may or may not have forgot them, but I appreciate the friendly reminder. I think I'm 1 for 2 today, or maybe even 2. I think I made 3 videos. I think I'm 2 for 3 today. I think I put them in the first 2. I'm almost sure. But I appreciate that friendly reminder. I definitely need those. Josh says, "LOL." That's good, and I appreciate that. Um, but it's gonna be good. Just checking the time real quick. um, let's see. All right. Josh says, "BRB, gotta go put the pot roast on." Definitely do that. Definitely do that. Good pot roast is always nice. The bots and all the spammers and all that stuff. The stuff is it's pretty interesting how it works. At least from what I see, it's either none of them. Neither you get 0 the whole entire video, or you get a whole bunch of them where it's I don't know if you guys noticed that too, but it's interesting. Some of them are fun, Some of them have some pretty good jokes. I just can't say them without YouTube probably demonetizing. Yeah, so after this live, I'm gonna. I think Josh. I didn't get a chance to check my message yet, but I think Josh is gonna hop on. We're gonna work out together. We're gonna do a whole bunch of. He'll be at his place at his gym, but we're gonna, we'll be on the live. Um, it's gonna be pretty much full body kind of thing, mostly arm wrestling stuff, but there'll be some full body stuff in there. Um, um, so I gotta double check. Um, I can't remember how many matches, how many other super matches there are on the Natty Wars 2. Um, I think it's going to be a pay-per-view, or I'm not sure if it's. I gotta double check. Might be able to get tickets to in person. I think you can. Um, but it's gonna be interesting. Brian says I gotta sub him to. He's talking to that camera guy, 98. So if you guys are looking for, another cool YouTube channel to check out, definitely check out Josh's, aka that camera guy, 98. Laurel, she says hello, Nick. How's it going, Laurel? Thanks for watching. Yeah, for some reason the lighting's getting all messed up. Yeah, we're just hanging out a little bit before I'm gonna do a little recovery lift. Josh is gonna join. It's gonna be a good time. Also, too, if anyone in the chat wants to hop on, we could probably make that work. It's not too hard with the YouTube. What do they call it? When people join together, collaborate. When they collaborate YouTube video, it's not too tricky. All you have to do is, when you get the link, you, you you can click on it, but the problem is that sometimes it doesn't work. So you're better off, copying it and then pasting it into a different internet browser, and then it'll take you right to it. Laurel says, I'm good. Glad to see you live. Oh, I appreciate that. Glad to hear you're doing good. Hopefully you got a good workout in today. If not, maybe you'll get one in a little bit. But it was a good day of training for me. I did a whole bunch of wrist flexion, some table curls, a whole bunch of cable curls with the wrist. It was a good one. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Laurel, I know you just hopped on. You probably didn't hear yet. I can't tell you the name of the athlete, my opponent, but I have a big match coming up December 6th. It was just confirmed today. It's going to be at the Natty Wars 2, December 6th, in the state of Massachusetts. So it's pretty close to me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But the guys before were having, they were playing a little game of guess who. They were trying to, ask questions to see if they could figure out the opponent. So if you have any, guesses or questions like the guess who, feel free to ask away. Let's see. What else can we talk about? East versus West is in like, was it 2 weeks or something? Less than, is it this week? 9 days or something? Well, it should be a good one. I can't remember. Do you guys know if Michael Todd has a match with someone, or is he there as a special guest? Because I remember seeing a promotion flyer on social media. But I can't remember if it was a match or if he was there as a special guest. So Brian says Hita pulled Tambakis. I guess didn't watch it yet, but seems like a mismatch. Just saying it out loud. I mean, there's definitely a size difference. I did see. I think I did see one round. Was it a super match or was it in a tournament? I think I did see one round where Heta won, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's was the event in Australia or was it in New Zealand? I think either way, I think both those places kind of have a tricky situation where, like, you know, their top level guys are kind of limited in their, you know, in their area to make matches, you know. But maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe I'm wrong. But there might have been a listen, I think Heta is like, was he like 380 or something? He might be less, but I think he's like 360, 380. You know, because when when we weighed in, you know, I weighed in at 330 or I think 325, 330, something like that. When I was up there with in Canada with you know, with the first global elite, or one of them, not the first one, but the one before this one. You know, they were all teasing me for being small. You know, they were teasing me for being small at 330, which was interesting. Let's see. Ryan says he looks dominant in the thumbnail. That thumbnail could be deceiving. I mean, I would think Heta won. I would think Heta would win, but Tambakis he's pretty good too. Actually, you know why that match happened? I know. I mean, I'm not saying for a fact, but just popped in my head. So remember, you guys remember? I think Brian. I don't know if were you there in person. I don't know if you were, but in Jersey when I pulled Toshiaki Shishido, you know, the event before, Heta had a match with Toshi, and Toshi beat Heta, and then a few months later in Japan, Tambakis beat Toshi. You know, so maybe that was why that match happened. You know, because Tambakis beat someone that beat Heta. It just popped in my head, you know, because that was one of the videos of when Tambakis beat Toshi. That was one of the videos I was studying. So I got my phone charging up. Should be good. Yeah, we're charging up. I was just about to say I was gonna just keep this live going into the workout, but I forgot I can't invite someone once the live is already started, so I'll have to make a new one. Um, that's no problem. I'll just take a couple seconds. Brian says, okay, battle of the styles type thing. And then Brian says, my phone has been dying from watching 3 lives a day. LOL. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, my phone's been struggling too doing those lives. You know, that's why we got it plugged in on life support, but it's still kicking. Surprisingly, it's still kicking. Gonna have to get a second phone just to watch lives. That's funny. Um, let's see. What time? Let me check the time again. So I'm probably gonna hop off in like 10 minutes or something like that, 5-10 minutes probably. And then start up. Invite Josh over. Start up the next live. Um, and then we'll be back. Um, I think if this is the third one, the next one will be the fourth. That'll definitely be a record for videos in a day. 2 pre-lifts and then two lifts. That'll definitely be a record. Josh has just made an offer on another camcorder. Now we wait, LOL. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. And Brian says, don't forget the word of the day. Let's see. What was that? I think today the workout earlier was 3 of them, and that is let off pain. Those table curls had some very, very interesting let off pain. And if you don't know what let off pain is, it's very hard to explain. It's like imagine it's like trying to bend something. Imagine bending a piece of steel, putting all your force into it, and then the piece of steel just breaks completely, and all that force just goes through the arm. But then when it releases, that's when you really feel it. Definitely don't think it's injury. I just think it's extreme stress being applied to, the body, the bones, the tendons, the joints, the muscles too. And I think it's just all the body's stimulus, saying, hey, body, we got to get stronger. Josh says, I had a good one on my left. Clip that part of the video and show it, LOL. That could definitely be something good, just maybe we can edit up nice where, right when you got the pain, the oh shit face, we can edit it so it goes in and out, or even zoom in on it. But yeah, if you're an arm wrestler, you probably know of the old let-off pain. Well, that's funny. Thanks for reminding me, Brian, because I almost forgot the word of the day. Josh says it was horrible. I let go way too quickly. Yeah, man. I felt it too. Well, not, I felt it through watching. You know, that time, I don't remember. I definitely felt a little something, you know. In it, you know, but you definitely got the much more brutal side of the receiving end on that one, you know. But that was, I remember, that's what I was saying. That was a lot of pinning power right there, a lot of downforce. You know, it was good. It was good training. Probably made the drive home extra fun. You know, probably made the drive home extra fun. Oh, Josh, one of the rentals I was using had a steering wheel just like your 4-door sedan with the flat bottom. You know, I thought that was funny because I thought of your, you know, the 4-door sedan you got. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. And then Josh says, yeah, you felt laughter. Just because sometimes you gotta laugh through the pain, you know, that's the only way you can make it through. Plus, you don't want you don't want the guys to see you cry. At least I don't, you know. So I try to laugh through it, you know. Josh says, I don't cry, I water my beard. It's good for it, you know, it keeps it hydrated and fluffy. Maybe that's the right word. But yeah, that's a good way of saying it. All the people with no beards, they got no excuse because they got no beards to water. And Josh says, silky smooth. Brian says, LOL. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm probably going to hop off here in a couple minutes. If you guys have any final questions, let me know. Because there's still a lot of pieces on that Guess Who game board up, I think. Let's see, tomorrow's videos. I'm not sure about the morning. I don't know if I'll be able to go live in the morning, but I'm gonna most likely do one before practice. I'm not sure how long it will be, but I'll definitely get something up before practice. It will probably be around 4 o'clock. But yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. And we'll see you in a little bit. If you guys want to watch the recovery lift with Josh and I, it's going to be a good time. All right, see you next time, guys.